Hi, I'm Opare here in my Tanzanian garden, and today I want to talk to you about thriving while vegan at your holiday celebration. Whether you believe in the reason behind all the holidays, you may still be going. I know I usually do or did before we were here, will again, not because I believe in the message behind Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever. In fact, in Atlanta, we called it no thanks for taking, thanks tanking, but because it's an important time for my family to get together. Um, and even though there may be tables and buffets full of foods that you no longer eat, you can still thrive while vegan and enjoy your celebration. And I'm going to help you learn why. Once again, I'm Ama Opare. I am a food blogger and a plant-based lifestyle coach. And I believe that your vegan lifestyle should be satisfying and fulfilling and should fit your real world life. I have spent the last 9 years working alongside Nana Kweku, my husband, who's a physician and a dietitian. And together we've helped our patients and our clients make the lifelong switch to a healthy plant-based diet. And we've seen them reverse their diabetes, their high blood pressure, even cancer. And we've seen them lose weight, get rid of chronic pain, and just change their lives in so many wonderful ways. And we want to help you do that too. That's what I'm about. I want to help you make your vegan lifestyle work. I want to help you be able to say that you are thriving while vegan. So today, specifically, I'm talking about the holidays. I mean, it's in the States, it'll be Thanksgiving next week. And so you may be wondering about how to handle that. For me, like I said, the holidays have always been about family. Even when I was growing up, excuse that loud bird, he always seems to decide when I'm doing a video, it's a great time to sing. Anyway, when I was growing up, family times were about coming together. Holidays were about coming together as family and doing fun, creative projects together. We would often make Christmas ornaments. We would decorate Easter eggs. We would do, all kinds of things like that around the holidays. And it would be coming together around our kitchen table, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, all of us laughing and having fun as we were making things together. I remember, just rolling over laughing at some crazy thing that my uncle was making, or being in awe at the gorgeous, amazing, beautiful things that my mother would make, delicately painting a red cardinal bird that would hang on our Christmas tree. And every year after that, putting up those direct decorations, we would be remembering the past years and the things that happened. And so those are the types of feelings that the holidays bring for me. And so for me, yes, as our family has moved hither and thither and all across the country and now the world, holidays are the times where we can get together and see each other again. And that's why I go to the holidays, not because I believe in the consumerist and white supremacist message behind the holidays. So my first Thanksgiving as a vegan, I had only been vegan for a little over a month. And the year after that, I had transitioned to being raw just a few months before Thanksgiving. So I totally know the struggles that you might be having around making this work for you. I remember watching those dishes go past me, things that had been my favorites before, and feeling deprived and and disappointed that I wasn't going to be able to eat them. I remember being teased and made and people interrogating me why in the heck I was doing this. In fact, I remember one Christmas after a number of those types of comments, getting up from the table in tears at somebody who made some, like, what's wrong with this green bean? Holding up a cooked, this when I was raw, holding up a cooked green bean. Says, what's wrong with this green bean anyway? And it was like, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I got up and, ran from the table crying. So I want to make sure that you don't have that type of experience, or that you minimize those experiences. So there are 10 things that it's a 10-step process for creating an action plan so that you can be successful, so you can be thriving while vegan at your holiday celebration. And stick around to the end, and I'll tell you how you can download your PDF copy of this action guide and how you can get some personalized help with me to make your action plan as strong as possible. So without further ado, let's get started. So number one is to really decide what your bottom line is. What is it that the line you're not going to cross? I'm not going to eat any animal products, or I'm not going to have anything more than half of my plate be cooked, or whatever it is. You decide what's your bottom line. That's number one. And now let me say, you need to be writing these answers down. Don't just try to think about it in your head. You need to write them down so that you can go back and look at it and use that information for creating a really powerful plan. Bottom line, what's your bottom line? Number two is what's your intention for going to this gathering? What do you want to get out of it? Why are you going? Write that down too, so you're sure what it is that you want to come. What's the outcome you want to have from this gathering? Number three then is to map out the lay of the land. Who's going to be there? What's the menu going to be? Who does the cooking? Or what are the activities? How are you getting there? Or is it at your house? What is the lay of the land for this holiday celebration? Get really clear. And if you don't know, maybe you need to call somebody up and find out if you haven't been there before. Call somebody up and get the information that you need so that you can create an action plan that fits the situation that you'll be in. This is very important. Number four, this is sort of similar to number two, but what are the aspects of this plan, the map that you've created of what is the day is going to be like? What are the things that are most important to you? What are the things you want to make sure you're there for? What are the things that mean the most to you about what the daily activities are going to be? Number five is, on the other hand, what's going to be the most challenging for you? Are there certain foods that you'll have a difficult time resisting? Are there certain people that are likely to be challenging to you? Somebody who, I like to call them your Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks? Who is it that's there that's going to tease you, that's going to, be asking you a bazillion questions? Who is that person? Uncle Ruckus. So writing down your challenges, so you know what your bottom line is, what your intention is for going, you've mapped out the lay of the land for the day, for the event, for the weekend, whatever the gathering. You've identified those aspects of that gathering that are the most important to you, and also those things that are going to be the most challenging for you. The sixth thing then is to figure out who are your allies, who's going to be there that will support you, that will say yes, even if they don't agree, even if they don't also want to be eating vegan, at least they know that you do, and they are the ones that will be there to help you keep to your goals. Hopefully you have more than one person. So that's the information that you need to gather that will, from here on, the rest of this action plan process is taking that information and making it, adapting it so that it fits your needs. And those 6 things will help give us the data that we need in order to really make it personalized for your situation. So number 7 is how can you make the meals work for you? What things that are on the menu are already vegan? Are there salads? Are there vegetables that are generally cooked in a vegan manner? Secondly, are there things that could very easily be made vegan? Maybe the mashed potatoes or something. You can ask whether or not they could be made with almond milk and plant-based margarine or something. And offer to make them yourself, or make us work in the kitchen alongside and make us a batch of vegan ones. If we gotta have butter. I've had that happen. So I made some vegan mashed potatoes as well. So which things that are normally on the table could be easily made vegan, if it's important for you to have them. What vegan dishes can you add to the menu? Bring or make there on site, so that there are new menus. You can begin to start changing what is on the typical holiday table for your family. I made my spicy kale salad, and now every time I'm at a gathering, they always ask for that salad because it's great. And I've had many other people say that same thing, from that when they brought that spicy kale salad, from then on people request it and they want the recipe. It's delicious. It satisfies no matter what your diet preferences are. So start adding some things to the menu that will satisfy you, as well as help tilt the menu towards a little more healthy. And consider back to those things that were challenging. Is there a particular dish that you will have a hard time resisting? That pecan pie or the macaroni and cheese, whatever it is, can you make a vegan version of those things so that you can still enjoy without going past your bottom line? Or is there something else you can make, a raw apple crisp or something else that you can make and bring that will satisfy that same need in a much healthier way? Okay, so that was number 7. Number 8 is go back to that list of the challenges and what can you do to protect yourself from those challenges. What can you do what can you say to Uncle Ruckus when he says, "And why are you vegan anyway?" Practice it. Get in front of the mirror. Role play it with somebody so that you'll know exactly what you want to say to him. And it can just roll off your tongue without you stumbling or have to come up with the words on the fly. And what other things? Are there particular activities that you'll be doing that you need to avoid? Maybe you need to come later, or step out for during the time when everybody's drinking, because when you drink, you are less likely to be able to stick to your resolve. Or maybe you need to bring some sparkling cider so that you can have a drink and not get drunk. What is it that you need to do? Go back to those challenges. What is it that you need to do so that you can reduce the risk of falling off the wagon? And number 9 is, what do you need to do in advance? What do you need to prepare in advance? Maybe you need to call grandma, call the host, and say, hey, I don't know if you know, or even if they do know, remind them, because they're not going to remember necessarily. I just wanted to remind you that I'm not eating any animal products anymore, and I want to talk to you about how to make this work for me. I'm going to see what ways I can help in the kitchen, or what, can you make sure that you have XYZ supplies, whatever it is that you need to do in advance. Go shopping and buy the ingredients that you need to bring, maybe make something at home. What is it that you need to do? Call up your ally and say, hey, I'm a little worried about Uncle Ruckus and what he's going to say to me. Can you do this for me? Can you, if you see me struggling, can you come? Whatever. Number 10 is then what will you need to do once you get there? Back again to that, maybe you need to leave during a certain activity, or you need to spend more time in the kitchen, or you need to help with some, you need to help in some way. What is it that you need to do when you are there to help make sure that you stick to your bottom line? So those are the 10 things. You're going to decide what your bottom line is. You're going to get clear on what your intention is for the gathering. You're going to map out the lay of the land for the celebration, for the gathering. You're going to figure out which aspects of that gathering are most important to you. And then number 5 is figure out which parts of that gathering are likely to be most challenging for you. You're going to figure out who your allies are. You're going to then think about what you need to do to make the meal work for you. You're going to, number 8, think about what ways you can protect yourself from those challenges that you identified. Number 9, you're going to identify what tasks or things that you need to do beforehand to ensure you have success. And number 10, what are the things that you need to do when you are there so that you will be able to survive and thrive in your holiday celebration. So there you go. There's the 10-step process for creating an action plan for thriving while vegan during your family holiday celebration. And you can download your own copy, a PDF version of this action plan process by going to www.opare.net/holiday. And you can download and print out your copy, and there's a space for you to write on the sheet your answers to each of the questions, each of the steps. So if this sounds like something that you think would really help you stick to your diet and lifestyle goals during this holiday season, but you'd like a little help from someone who's been there and can help you really make sense of the data that you gather together and help you figure out the best plan for moving forward, I invite you to sign up for a 90-minute private intensive with me, where we'll spend the time going over your answers. I'll share my insights, we'll brainstorm together what you can do, and we'll create a really strong action plan for your holiday based on your specific needs. And this is the perfect time to do it, because right now I'm offering $30 off my 90-minute private intensive one-on-one coaching. But you need to do it now, because this offer is only good between now and next Tuesday. You need to sign up and schedule your appointment between now and next Tuesday to get your $30 off. So go to www.opare.net/90-minute to reserve and schedule your 90-minute private intensive with me. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. So come back and tell me about how this worked for you and about your experiences thriving while vegan during your family holiday celebration. I'm Ama Opare here in my Tanzanian garden. Looking forward to talking to you again. Until next time, kwaheri. Bye.